Hello. How we doing? All right. Let me get some music on, or at least for YouTube. There we go. That's better. Hey up, Sam. How you doing? Well, I need to just wrangle some crystals. I say that I'll get them in about half an hour, but do with wrangling them sooner rather than later. Go here. I'm on 5838. Unless I'm mistaken, that will get me over the line for a 5-star otter, but I might be mistaken in another way. Let me go back here a sec. Just realised I hadn't done something. You're down to 4K after New Grogu's release. You know, it's weird with New Grogu just for the fact that I don't know about anyone else. I feel like we know he's going to be good, but we're mainly just going for him so that we can get Rota. Same with the rest of them, to be honest. You're going to get a 6-star Rota after today's marquee reset. I mean, I'm unlikely to be there, let's say that. If I just nip back into the game in a second. There we go. Hopefully we're up to 5 stars now, let's say that. General Hera, Sabine, Kanan, and the Doctor. I'm trying to think who the Doctor is. Yang. I had to think that. I was like, hang on, who are we talking about? It feels like once Matt Smith's in Starfighter, that'll become a little less clear. That is a fair point, yeah. Very fair point, Mol. Alright. Given there's a bunch of stuff here. I have myself for what it's worth. Right, we're over the line now, so I can afford to do this. Alright, so that's what, 35 shards? Oh, hang on. Remote. I mean, you don't actually need them at Rally 7. I think mine are... Actually, I'll show you in a second. I know I just stuck at the Lightspeed token level for Sabine. Let's have a gander. Here we go, Phoenix. 7 was for Leia on Rex. I've stuck at 6 for Hera. 6 for Ezra, you don't need obviously, but that was Jabba, I think? Sabine, Lightspeed token, up to 6, and these I've just kept 5, 5, and 3, although Chopper arguably wants 6 just so that the Datachron's maxed out. And Zeb's useless, sadly. Yeah, like right now they've got a really busted one still. I mean, I don't know about you, Mo. I feel like my guild's still getting use out of Phoenix and TW, but it's not as consistent. Yeah, I'm assuming at that point it's a hard cap, like we just don't have this material. Yeah. Let's pump up Grogu, though. I mean, it's because of Phoenix I don't normally place Inquisitors, but the problem at the moment does seem to hamper them a bit. Oh, wow, I've just seen my crystals now. Yikes. Good job I'm getting some more in. Might have to skip some Cantina farming. Right, so just checking. We should be able to do Rota's tier 5. Yeah, we can. Okay, so we get Carson and R5. R5's been captured. He has an extra ability. Okay. Reduced 1 by 1 every time Carson attacks during an enemy's turn. Okay. Could be cool, that. I mean, I'm glad they gave Carson's ability a bit more oomph here. I mean, it's like... if he hasn't got an ally effectively, he's kind of useless, isn't he? Yeah, I mean... I can only comment on what I've seen so far, but... doesn't seem that great. I mean, I assume I die here. Yeah. Hey up, Snappy, how you doing? Okay, just making sure I reread that. Just stick with basic, I think. Unless we've got days, I don't see the point in doing the clans. I mean, actually down isn't nice, but we can cope with that. Yeah, let's just stick with the basic again. I like the idea of buff immunity being removed. Although I think it's saying just Carson at this point. Oh, you little swine. I swear that scout was waiting for that. You know what? I'm going to hold on to that again. I'm just going to do a basic. You know what I'm not getting about the New Republic team? When we don't use them in Colosseum, it seems like they have these moments where they just go on a counter-attacking frenzy. Yeah, I can't see it in the kit where that kicks in. I know it's in there somewhere. I'm sure I've seen it. But I can't remember who instigates it, essentially, so that I can work out how to do it. But it feels like whenever I've been trying to use it, it's like, oh, you do it by this weird thing. It's always more luck than judgment that I get it to work. Alright. 65 more shards of Rota. I mean, it feels safe to say that even if I had all these new characters as 6-star, I wouldn't push to get this lot. So that'll let me 5 for now. That being said, is there anything here that I should consider taking up? Yeah, it feels so inconsistent in terms of what kicks it off. I wish there's a way I could like get a widescreen view of this. You know, like just everything on the screen. I mean, it's safe to say anything at Relic 5, it's minimal investment in the sense, literally, it's a Relic upgrade that I don't want to do. But I did that the other day on Ugnaught. I actually used one of them on Ugnaught because I was like, I don't want to apply a Relic, put Relic investment into Ugnaught for that Datacron, but I'll use a token on it, you know? And I feel like maybe that's what I could be doing with this essentially. It's something that maybe I don't want to bump up, but it's kind of worth doing it. I mean, I did Jin as well because I don't really want to be putting materials into Jin, so it's like, it saves me doing that. Could be a shout, that. F3, don't I? Yeah. I mean, my cup's there, but it's low bot into, yeah. I'm going to say I'm seeing a big, massive sarcasm sign there, Mol. It is a shame, by the way. Bodhi's got a shit, but it's like, I don't think Rogue One needs it. Yeah, you have our 7 Bodhis that have the platoons? Wow. Sorry, I thought it was raining that side then. Ooh, wow. I mean, I'm assuming you didn't need the Zeta for platoons, but I'm gonna say might as well go in for a penny and for a pound. I will say though, I am leaning into that idea of Lobot and Lobot Nebbit Gav. Oh, it does for sure. I mean, I'll tell you something. If there becomes a hard requirement for Rogue One to be bumped up, you know, like suddenly Prof needs extra firepower to take down an Executor or something, or take down Leviathan or whatever, I'd be like, you know what, that's probably a worthwhile investment. But considering it doesn't really move the needle, it's like, Whereas I think getting these up to a fighting fitness might actually be a solid shout. So yeah, you sold me quite quickly there, Sam. That's a team I don't particularly want to work on. Alright. Yeah, I'll admit, it won me over quite quickly, that just for the fact that it was like, okay, it's not something I want to do, but when I want to use that team, I can use it. I mean, saying that Cops are out at 4 right now, but he is on my list. Oh, you son of a gun. They know. They know. Okay. I've got nothing here, have I? Oh, I've got credit iced. Go on, let's get some more credits in the bank. 5 million on top of my 263 million. DG, again, just on the off chance you happen to hear my stream, which I'll move my mic into a better position now I realise it's a bit low. I don't think it would hurt for you to do a level increase now. I mean, if I've got 200 odd million, I'm thinking we could all probably afford to go to level 90 instead of 85 max. Might be a controversial opinion, but I wouldn't be against it. One Pratt with the raid. Party of 22 coming in. How you doing, everyone? Where is my glue? I'm going to say I have got no idea, Womp. Maybe it's what's kept my oatcake stuck together the other day. How you doing? Right. Let me knock this off. I'm going to say, how are we all doing today? Oh, is it cheese? Oh, that must be why it tasted so nice. Actually, before I carry on with any of this, I need to show this. This is up the road from where I live. And what I'm talking about was this. You know, I got a photo of it, proper one. No, they haven't got a proper photo of it. Oh, what a shame. I think that might be what I heard about recently. There we go. That is the double, a double 18-inch oatcake. And I think this guy went up there to do something, like to try the menu out, and he had one. It is absolutely bloody massive. I've had it before, and it fills you all day. Yeah, quite literally. It's just up the road from where I live. So, nice place as well, nice people who run it. So, highly recommend as always, but, yeah. Don't know why, I'm looking at food now, so. Hey, I'll tell you what, like I said, just down the road, Tranta, I'll be there. Alright, where are we? We've got 12 minutes. Anyone else hate this bit, though, when you've got, like, a fleet battle you want to do and you kind of go wait for it? No worries, man, no worries. By the way, when you've got a free moment, I wouldn't mind asking you about some of that ATOM stuff again, but when you've got free time, okay? And say, in the meantime, I'm actually just going to knock a raid out because it just means I'm not starting GAC. Well, you know, not starting it and then can't stop it. No worries, man. I felt like I was pointing my thumb back here, like, hello. Hello. Pirates, come on. This is so weird hearing like a Alicia Keys knockoff. Okay, let's capture one of you. I think I could do the AoE there. The only trouble here, they stay in stealth then, so it kind of only can hit Lord Vader. Okay, stay out, stay out, stay out, stay out. Alright, ult. Right. Kill. Okay, stun. Stun will do. I know the ult's kind of useless in the raid, but why not? Suppose I can steal some buffs potentially. Alright, don't really care about that clone for now, just want to get the DCT out. Have I got mod in the chat? Nappy you're knocking about. I'm wondering if they could run what I call it, a poll for me. Might be able to get it up myself in a second. You know, I wouldn't mind. I'm usually careful around my words, yet I obviously didn't think then. I'm usually good for a comeback, but I'm actually a little bit lost on my feet with them. Alright. Here we go. You don't be confused with meerkats. Oh, hang on. Get that right. Where are we? Over here. Oh, I forgot you've got mod privileges, haven't you, Sam? Honestly, right, it was only a silly thing I was thinking, right? It was a silly thing to the point that I've actually forgotten about what I was going to ask for a poll for now. What the hell was I going to ask about? Oh, start it. But at least you know you got the power now if ever you want to do a poll. For all intents and purposes, you might as well do that because I can't remember jack at the moment. I think my brain's frazzled today. I had a phone call before I came on. It was an unexpected phone call. Essentially, you know, I get support off the government for looking after my mum, and it was essentially called out of the blue just saying, you know, do you still want this money that we pay you? And they sort of like hanging an anvil over my head, if you like, in the sense of, do we trust you to be telling the truth? And I'm like, so, yeah. I think on another day I've probably not been drinking Monster, phrase it that way. Let's do that. Honestly, it was you who got me onto that one, by the way, Sam. Exactly. I mean, it's what's irritated me a bit of late, right? Because I have epilepsy. And I had... Okay, how rude. I had been in receipt of PIP for, what was it? 2008, 2009 I started on it. Two leftovers there, aren't there? Yep. So yeah, I lost my claim back in 2024. You know, first time I hadn't had it in a long time, but it's had knock-on effects because, like, my mum was on pension credit for looking after me. But because it was deemed that I didn't need support, he then doesn't get the support as well. So the fact that it feels like they keep trying to chip away at what we have got, when at times it doesn't feel like we've got a lot anyway, it's very frustrating, especially when nothing has actually changed. You know, if things were changing, like one of us was healthier or whatever, it'd be like, okay, but yeah. Wouldn't mind, but then you see people around, like, where you live gaming the system, and it's so irritating. Right, can I just smack you? That'll do. Well done, Dapper. I wouldn't normally go into things like this on stream, but I know my mum's actually at the house right now. She's with a friend for a very rare instance she goes out on her own. And, yeah. Just one of those things I thought, I don't mind being honest with people about it, but I know my mum equally doesn't like me talking about it because, I don't know, I think she thinks there's some shame in talking about it. There we go. I mean, what gets me personally right, and anyone not in the UK, I wouldn't blame you if you didn't know any of this, but it generally feels sometimes with the system in place where they assess your health, they look to find reasons why you can do things even when you can't. Like, I feel like there's like an assessment period where you have to speak to someone either in person or on the phone. And I've had that come back to me, what they've seen. And they do say things that are blatantly untrue. And you can't even call them on it. That's the worst thing. You know, there's no real way of saying this is completely BS. So you kind of just have to go further down the garden path, as it were, and try and challenge it, like, in court and all that. It's absolutely ridiculous. Exactly. I mean, I personally don't see any shame. I mean, for me personally, the only quote-unquote shame I would feel for myself is that I feel like, and I mean this with great respect to yourself, One, that you've got something that I think people would instantly go, that there is something there, you know, like, you can't walk. Whereas, for myself, no one really knows unless they actually see me, like, seasoning my bed or something. So it's one of those where day to day, I kind of feel like I'm just sort of normal, but then there are these odd moments when things pop up and it's like, oh, you know, that's not good. So it's not a shame, but it's like, it feels like, how'd you put it? It feels different. I think that might be the best way of phrasing it. And in that extent, I will be clear, right? If they could actually recognise that in terms of all these benefits and whatever, I'd be content in terms of, you know, accepting that it's a different kind of disability. But because they put them all under one blanket thing, we don't really get to discuss it that way. You know, I'd love to tell those people where to shove it. You know, and it genuinely frustrates me. It's like my mum's gone down the path of... She has got PIP herself because obviously she's got her own problems, and she spoke to someone recently who said she might be able to look into getting the daily living expanded on hers. And as much as I do believe there is a warrant for it, you know, based on when she first had it assessed and now, you know, she has got worse since then. I just hate the system because I can imagine them coming back to her and saying she's actually healthier than she looks. Even that's purely because she might go in there on the day and she won't put on an act. She will just be as she is, and someone will infer that that is good, when in fact she is just being herself and trying not to be ill or whatever you want to call it. And I do agree, the whole system's not fun. I'm gonna have misplayed it. I know I've waffled on a bit here, but it's frustrating. Exactly, yeah. I remember when all this, well, when I first started having to do all these forms, that used to be the grader for it, if you like. You used to say, if you had a good day, oh, sorry, what are you like on your worst day? But it's as if the people assessing it were like, hang on, people are getting off too easy with that, so they've now altered it to 50% of days, and it's like, oh, 50% of days, I could be fine. You know, and then 50% I could be absolutely terrible. It all depends what 50% you're looking at. I've misplayed again, haven't I? Yeah. Oh, just seeing the song. I remember this being in the Matrix Resurrections or whatever the new one was called. And I've heard the song before, don't get me wrong, but I remember as soon as I heard it in that film, I was like, I've got to get this on a playlist somewhere, because it's like, I don't know, it feels hippy-dippy, but I like it. Right, one more basic, that's what I was doing wrong. Right, now we do that. There we go. But yeah, genuinely, half of the reason I stream is because, you know, you have stuff like what I've been talking about going on in the background every day, you know, aside from normal problems. And it's just a brilliant distraction streaming. You know, don't get me wrong, there are rounds like the last round and another one last week where I get a little bit frustrated with myself because I want to do better, but that is just me. I'll be frank there. I mean, I realise I am slightly competitive, you know, and I want the best out of myself, if you know what I mean, but yeah, it's always a case of I can just take a moment to breathe and then I'm fine again, you know. Yeah, I can completely understand that. I mean, I always talk about my mum. I feel like I'm always bringing her into conversations because we're like a synergy, you know. Something affects my mum, it affects me. And where I've talked about she's gone out today, it's a rare instance that she goes to see someone, let alone on her own kind of thing. And it's where I'm chuffed for her because she doesn't have an outlet like I do. She has said to me of late that she feels, even when I'm streaming, she feels like she's alone a bit. And I feel bad that I'm pushing back on that a little bit because my phrasing to my mum has been, I kind of need this release as well, otherwise we're both going to be cooped up and really intense together, if you like. So right now my thing is I'm trying to find things for mum to do as well, and like I say, I'm chuffed that she's got someone to see today, but that thing of loneliness, I don't think it's really widely seen as a terrible thing to handle alone, you know? I don't think a lot of people know what to do with it, including the people going through it. I am single without kids, Jolito. Not by want, but by, well, lack of luck, shall we say. Although, I will admit this, right? I've got a friend. She came around 2 days ago now, I think. She's just had a baby girl last 6 months. And I can't get on the screen because I haven't got it on my phone. I've only got it on my phone, but I did have a nice little photo. If I can get that on here. There we go. Let's turn the light off a minute. There we go. A little bit clearer there. Oh, okay. Gone now. But yeah, that was nice for me. You know, I do want kids at some point in my life. So it was nice being able to see my friends getting on all right with being a new mother, and a baby is very, very joyful. She's got a lot of laughs and giggles in her. So nice to having that around the house, I'll be honest. Here we go. I think it's dependent on what your view on life is, isn't it? I mean, me personally, I would have liked to have had that, but maybe at 22 I wouldn't, you know, because I don't think it was far beyond that I realised that that's something I wanted in life. But yeah, ever since then I've just not had the luck. So I'm hoping I've still got time. Let's say that I'm 34 now. I mean, I know the line is there isn't a time limit for men, but I think there's still a bit of a limit in terms of feeling like you can do things effectively. You know what I mean? In terms of parenting. Yeah, for sure. I'm not saying nothing will happen. If anything, I keep having this line in my head. My mum keeps telling me she wants to have her first dance with me at a wedding. Forget the fact that she wants grandkids herself. It's the wedding that she wants. So I know at some point I've got to try and find some time to get out there, but yeah. That's it. I mean, I feel like right now in life... Ooh, was that CX2 that assisted? Retreat. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm not rushing though. That's the main thing. I feel like there was a point... I don't know. In 2021, right, I was in a relationship and I thought we might go somewhere, and then it just fizzled out really quick. You know, and that's about the closest it's been in that sense. So ever since then, I've taken a we'll wait and see mentality, you know? I'm living at home, so it's not the ideal place to start a relationship. So when I think things are more settled here and I can afford to broach out a little bit, then we're going to do it. I mean, honestly, I'm relatively open to even families with kids because, I mean, like I said, the girl I was with in 2021, she got her son, and he was a great lad. When we broke up, I was a little upset actually because I thought I didn't feel comfortable sort of leading him on, if you like, in terms of still being friends and not having that relationship. So I did cut off contact a little bit, but it hurt at the time because I didn't want to be, how do I phrase it, false. It felt bad, and I did apologise to both of them later on, but I think it was just part of me hurting. I didn't know what to do. I mean, something like this, that gives me hope. I mean, I keep alright, I keep having to talk and then stop with these RNG points. Yeah, I mean, I haven't really been on dating apps or anything like that for a while either, so that's one other thing. I feel like I'd probably write the wrong thing on there. I'll tell you what, if you want that as a little thing to put in chat, write the worst thing to put in the dating app profile. I doubt I've done it, but I bet there are some really bad things. Single and looking to mingle. Oh crap, I didn't see if that was a DCT. Alright, I think it was because it's lined up. Alright, you have that. You have that. I'll tell you what, right? If anyone on a dating app had a recognition of Swoggo, I think that would be an instant swipe, wouldn't it? You know, if you can put up with this load of crud at times, you must be a good match. Actually, that would be true. I did sort of shrug at that bit, but that would be true because I instantly was like, yeah, could be Kaiba one. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, 1, 2. Now, if anyone sees me doing misplay around this, can you let me know? I feel like I'm getting better at it, but I know I've also fudged it up a number of times on my own. I thought the whole point here was that we've essentially got the turn meter, so we have to kind of reload it a little bit. That's them next, isn't it? And we did go again on Levada. I don't know if that helps. Oh, crud, I was hoping that'd be damage. Okay, cool. I mean, that worked, so I'm not complaining, but I don't know, it always feels like it could go wrong in that point, like there's a mess of some sort. Okay. You're Chromium 1, but you play like a Kaiba 1. I'm really hoping at some point CG does put a post out saying that they have got a solution to all this GAC nonsense. I mean, the thing is, right, I'm not someone who wants to be in Kaiba 1 per se, right? Because I know that it's an absolute mess facing like the sweatiest of opponents. But I can't help but feel at times, if there wasn't a squish, I probably would be in there. Probably, I'm not saying I would be, but maybe at least on the bounce line, you know. So it is where it feels awkward in the sense of, could they at least just fix it so that we do at least lie where we should be, you know? Even if they wanted to shift the divisions up and it wasn't Kaiba, there was at its top, it was like Beskar. You know, just give us like a structure where we end up where we should be, rather than having Erodium accounts in Kaiba and people who shouldn't be in Erodium being in Erodium. They put Ayla set on, didn't they? Yeah, okay. You see, I always had a thing with that. I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I think there were pros to some of it, but I think even, like, I don't know how to phrase this. To a degree, I've respected the skill-based matchmaking because essentially you're facing people who put the same amount of effort in. Supposedly, you will obviously get these who game it to try and drop down. This is where I wish CG would actually adapt with that. And essentially, if people are gaming it in certain ways, like they're losing matches deliberately so that they can then face easier opponents, you'd want ways that actually punish that. So, you know, essentially, they go down further. You know, or they get less rewards. You know, I feel like there are solutions via skill-based, but right now it's just in this weird spot where people can just get around it a little bit. Ooh. Oof. I don't like this. near Caloran Gaunt Victory. Am I wrong in thinking there isn't another, like a pre-taunt tank or anything in the Vanguards? Except for Temple Guard. Mess that up. I was just mulling over if there was like someone I could build up to R8 to sort of justify having a 5-man here, but it isn't worth it, is it? I get bad RNG just now, but I swear they'd still kill a tank if I forced him to fire on it. Yeah, because Ayla just goes down in 1. Flow probably will. I will say, by the way, thanks to those of you who stuck around while I've been doing the raid, because I know I said I was going into GAC and I haven't, but I just want to give my fleet timer a bit of time to wrap up. Ugh. Can you stop bombarding me, please? You know what? I've got time. I'm going for one of you. Just have that. Let's get rid of you. Alright, that's another stun for Jocasta. I mean, Barris would be tempting, I'm not going to lie, because I feel like having just that little bit of, I wouldn't say healing, but the crit stuff that she does, that could be helpful. I mean, I think I've got her at R6 at the moment, and it's like, I could probably justify R8 just for when she's on a raid team. Alright, can we focus down you? Alright, they're going to go down soon enough, so let's just do that. There we go. And Boysworth, I have seen Shaq in a few of these teams, so I recognise she'd be good. It's just, I'm not sure if she'd have that, I don't know, survivability I'm after. Oh, I've just thought. X-Men 97 was on last night, wasn't it? I've not watched that yet. I know that was completely out of left field that I just brought that up, but I don't know what, a light switch just went off in my head as if to say you don't think that you haven't watched it yet. Oh, bleeding LT. It was more than a little late. I mean, I was writing Tuchel's P45 for him. I know that there's an argument there that it's like a bit of reactionary, but my god, it was a tough watch. I genuinely don't know how we're going to do anything positive against Mexico. And I like Mexico as a country, as a team, but you know, you want to beat them to progress, yet I genuinely don't think we've got it in us to do it. Maybe what we've been saying all tournament will be true, right? That we will just get better when we're facing teams that are better. You know, like they'll attack us more, but based on last night, any team that attacks us, they'll walk through us. And that's not me being disrespectful to DR Congo. You know, they did really well when they had the chances. They missed a few, obviously, but every time they went forward, I thought, oh god, they're going to get another here. So I felt it was more luck than judgment that we won. You know, not knocking it. Harry Kane needed Brill, but we need more than that. I will be with you. That would have been a fun match for like the ages, as it were. Am I wrong in thinking it's USA Belgium? Not as flavoursome. Sad that I've just seen it's 4th of July. It's, or at least UK time. It's Colombia, Ghana, Canada, Morocco, Paraguay, France. They not even the USA involved. I agree, though. It would have been fun. I mean, I know it would have been politically tense, but I was very intrigued if Iran had gone through. I mean, again, I'm not saying anything about what's going on there, but it would have been a very interesting story if that happened. Like, USA Iran, that would have been very tense. They did. They definitely did. I mean, the thing is for me, right, Belgium. By the way, hello there, Sam. With Belgium, I raced them so much in that golden generation. I'm sure a lot of people did, but you know, I knew the starting 11. I knew a lot of the subs. They were such a strong country to face. And now I'm looking at the starting 11. I only know a handful. You know, I probably know more than I don't, but it just feels like the team's waned. You know, and maybe another generational step up to because they were inspired by that golden generation, but right now I don't rate half of them. You know, and I mean, I don't really relish saying it as such, but I think the USA will thrash them. You know, could be wrong, but I just think to myself, Belgium just don't look anywhere remotely good enough. Oh, they're a bit like England. You know, we can not look good. So, just how I've got real deep concerns about facing Mexico, I would be amazed if the Belgians haven't got concerns about the US. You know, credit to US and Mexico there, I guess. Maybe the host nation is having an impact, I guess. I've heard that one mentioned a lot. I mean, I don't think there's much any country, like, you know, I'm not just saying England, but any country could do to combat that. I mean, maybe they've got things in training they can do that can make it feel like they're training at altitude, but I think the main thing is just try and remember you're playing your own game. Try not to worry about it and just do your own thing. I did hear the Mexico fans cause some uproar, or not uproar, but they caused a bit of trouble around the South African squad, was it? It's something anyway. There was maybe a bit of a bitterness after all that, you know, as if to say, oh, they didn't play fair. I'd say with England, you gotta get on with it. I'm sure it's a saying that comes out a lot in football. If you give a footballer an excuse, they'll roll with it. Alright. Alright, I'm just waiting for this thing to respond, but I don't think it wants to. Okay, so while I wait for that to respond to me, we've got Mini Roro Chikaro of FLOWINGFORCE. I mean, that's how I read it. About the same GP. Interesting. They've got more Zetas. They've got more GAC Omicrons. Eek. Although, actually, I like that. In total, I've got more Omicrons, so I mean, I'm kind of okay with that. I think that means I'm spreading out my Omicrons a bit. I'm not just going fully in on GAC. Even if I am feeling a little bit silly about some of the DB ones I've done of late. Yeah, we've got all our Gear 13s except for Hobbit Lock-In. We've got more 25s, 20 pluses. They're ahead of me below that. They've got more 4% plus, 9% plus mods. I've got more 6 and 14%ers. 4 Relic 10s to my 0. I'm 1 ahead on the 9, so we're not going to get carried away by that. 17 ahead on the 8s. That's okay. They're ahead on Relic 7s and 6s. I'm ahead 5s and below. We've got more Datacrons. Ooh, a Relic 7C. That's going to be squishy. Relic 7 Jabba, similarly, very squishy. Leia's Relic 10. Ezra's Relic 10. And a Relic 10 Darth Revan. Okay. I did hear about that, Sam. That sounded a bit weird. You know, just in the sense that I don't think I've ever heard that happen, to be honest. Alright, I'm trying to get the bot to do its thing, and it's just not playing ball with me. Hang on. Let's see if I can make it do something else. Yeah, the bot itself is working, but for some reason it doesn't want to do this thing I'm asking it. QuickBot directly, and this thing, I know if I go on QuickBot, it'll just still come back and say, hang on, you need to go on the bot to do it. Alright, let's try it this way. Maybe it won't work, but I can try it. Let me put in my opponent's ally code. Bring Kyber 5v5. Did I type that wrong? We'll try again. Right. So it hasn't done the thing I want it to do, but we can fill it in ourselves. It's not ideal, but we can work with it. The bot's just not being very responsive right now. Where's my EA app? Go on, let me open it here. So we'll have to see the board and just put it to null ourselves. Normally, if I'm streaming in the afternoon, or I try and remember to do it before the stream, but I forgot this time. Oh, that reminds me, I know that we've got GAC to start, but I wouldn't mind hitting Colosseum as well. Just got a few extra bits and bobs on Rota, so it'd be nice to see if I can punch up a bit more than 134 rank. What's the consensus on this Colosseum, in the sense of, do we stick with Rota solo or do we use Hut Cartel? Oh, also, I've tweaked my defense. We've got Balin on defense. We've got Tankron. We've got Ahsoka still. We've got Rey, but this time we've got Big Z. So I'm hoping that'll be a nice surprise, or not so nice. Got Lord Vader. Put Bo-Katan down for a change. Might regret that, but we'll see. We've got Raver. We've got Darth Vader Duel's End, and we've got Stranger. I'll have to give it another go. I think I tried both yesterday and neither really came out well. Okay, hang on. Before I do all that, I could really do with filling in my own defense as well, because that's part of the issue here. Alright, here we go. So, Balin, Shin, Marok. I know it's weird, but it's kind of cool filling all this in so that I then know what I've got left over. It's interesting that though, because wouldn't that then sort of what's the word I'm after? If Ahsoka gets the assist, wouldn't that count as her killing Palps? Oh, so she was damage immune. Okay, that's kind of cool. I wouldn't have thought it would read like that, to be honest, so that's news to me. Hang on. Yeah, I mean, that is very good information, because honestly, I would have thought that would not be a thing. You know, it feels so weird to me that I'm at a point now where I'm actually putting Vandal Chewie in a team like this. I always remember that just being my go-to with Dash Rendar lead. I miss that team. Dash needs some love. Not a great Zaalbar Cron, by the way, but we'll see. By the way, it does say inflicts a dot on an enemy. If he's countering, he will inflict dots, so maybe that could be something, but yeah, I'd rather bulk if I could have got it. Preset squad, we want Lord Vader. It's the same squad, so we can just click that, and I think I used the Maulcron, yeah, don't I? Wheezy! Oi oi, how you doing? Let's see, Bo-Katan. And it's a Sorticron. What's the stats on it? Protection up and about 47% protection. Oh, I think that's the one I've been putting on JML, actually. Yeah, that's it. He just got obliterated in GAC and can't see how this whale person did it with his roster. 1870 is a high score, I'll agree. It's doable, but you need to be uber efficient. I feel like I'm seeing a lot of efficiency players right now. So I wouldn't rule it out, that's just someone who's really cheesed it. Right, put that in for a second. Let me just bring up Inquisitors. Oh, no, not ISB. Inquisitorius, there we go. Take out you. Sorry, I know this is the slow bit of doing this, but I feel it's important getting them in. What Cron am I using here? Damage on debuffs with 9% health. So it's not that one, that one? Nope. That's brought that down, hasn't it? Yeah. So 62% potency, that's the one to work out. That's the one. Yeah, for sure, whaling can sometimes have an impact, but there's always skill as well, you know. Sometimes it's skill, not saying always, but sometimes. Yeah, of course. I mean, I think that's the bottom line. Just wait and see what I did, because it could be one of those where when you look at it after, you're like, okay, I don't like it, but I can see what I did. I've had that same reaction not too long ago. I was facing someone, and I thought, how the hell have you scored that? And, you know, and afterwards it's like, okay, fair enough. There were a few things that I didn't do right defensively, so just, yeah, I kind of have to wait sometimes, don't you? Yeah, I mean, I'm not denying that. It's a very high score. Yeah. I'm gonna say everyone's getting a sneak preview here. Actually, let's go here. I suppose if we're just talking out loud about it, the question then does become, what opportunities could he have undermanned? Not necessarily did he, but like, if you're being generous to your opponent, what do you think he could have undermanned? Like, even if it's unlikely kind of thing. Yeah, I'm not filling in the fleet. All right. Yeah, nothing really screams to mind for me, if I'm being honest, about one-man solos in GAC right now. Maybe Lord Vader, potentially. You know, if there's something Vader could take on solo kind of thing. Oh, I'm looking at faction here, do I go for droids? Yes, no Vader or Galat. Oh, okay, now that's a question mark and a half. 1870 and no Vader or Galat. I mean, just check reading up. Did you say you were in Kyber 3, or have I imagined seeing Kyber 3 somewhere in this conversation? Yeah, Kyber 3. It's still weird, you know, and I don't know. I'm over in an RM because I'm thinking my free-to-play when I was playing it was in Kyber 3 a fair bit, and it's possible, you know, one bigger could have been down there, you know? But saying that, it's not a bigger institution. They have missing two things. Tell you what, alright, Wheezy, that might actually be beneficial for myself and chat if you just list your defense. You don't have to go for like every team, but just put down your teams and we can work from there. Like, deconstruct it. By the way, I've got a Padme on defense. Sorry, just with Mol mentioning Padme, I'm like, what the Or just that. I haven't seen a Padme on defense for years. No worries.
We collide, we break down, caving in.
Right, this guy feels like he's putting teams down based on crons he's got, because just looking here, it's like he's gone for 5 first on defense, he's got an Echo Cron. It's like, are you doing it just because you've got the Echo Cron? He's put Trench down because he's got Trench. I'm not saying you can't do it, it's just very interesting. Wow, Relic 9 Spy, I'll give you due there, that could wallop. He's got 2 Trench Crons, which one is it? Got 48% potency. This one. I mean, all I can say is don't feel you need to rush Paliners. It's just, you know, it's kind of, you know, useful in both. I genuinely don't know. A platoon, maybe? If not a platoon, maybe they just like the idea of Spy coming in and hitting like a truck. Unusual, though, I'll grant you.
Let's go back, let's start again, to a place a long time ago when I kissed your lips.
Hang on, says the guy who's got a R9 Bodhi.
When we try to make up for never letting go, said the things we promised not to say, that we break up just to start all over, even though we know.
Am I wrong for thinking that Hondo when a Hondo team disrupts the Malicos? Darkside Alice start with turn meter. Apparently this guy hasn't got this Datacron, but he has. You know what, right? I know I put all this in, but can I just close this down a minute? I want to see if that bot will actually fill it in for me now, because that feels out of date, if anything. No, it's still lagging. Right, I'll have to just carry on filling it in, but it's a pain in the backside. Especially when it's out-of-date info. Okay, so top got more Mandos. Basic GG team. The GG team, I'm thinking Wampa or... Actually, Wampa's probably the big one, but there are probably a few other options that could get banners from that without, you know, being overkill. UA team, you got Arnan Cup and Qui-Gon. Arnan Cup in that team. Okay, so that'd be good for the Delta. Qui-Gon Army. You could do some cheap things with like JML there. That would be, you could maybe 2-3 man that. Jedi Master Mace with Depth of Temple Guard. Oh, hang on, you put... Oh, right, so you went with Qui-Gon, but then you put Temple Guard, Depper, and Jedi Mace in that team. Never seen that before. Don't know if that would be good or not. I've just seen T-Max, who won with Seer vs OG Ondocom. I've got OG Hell this time, but I don't have Crew. I don't know if that will impact it. Bottom, you've got Geos. Again, I bet there are some good banner teams for Geos now. Rear wall, you got Dash Lead. I mean, I was saying before, I kind of wish Dash was better than he is now. I think putting ISB and Cassian at the back is a good choice. Yeah, Bane would be good against Quad May. That's a good pull, Sam. Yeah, just hearing what you've put down, I do think there are options for a larger account, even without everything, to get some good banners. And I'm not putting you down or anything there, you know, obviously whatever you're putting down, you're doing what you can with it, but that would be my initial reaction. There's probably just a few areas where maybe people could take advantage. Executor, so Profundity would... They'd use Prof on Executor for a 66? GK... Okay, so that's the interesting thing. If they do Prof on Executor, then they would have to do something else on GK. I'd be more inclined to do Prof on the Negotiator so that I could get a 77 and then do something else against Executor like Leviathan. And at bar then I would Executor. Assume they've gone meta offense. Yeah, for sure. Again, I'm not trying to disrespect what you're doing or anything. You just try and maximize your banners as best you can. It's just, I think it's one of those things where some people might go in and see, right, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, and it's a bit rough if they have actually got a lot of good banners against you. Right, I think it's this cron that I'm using. Okay, let's move on. Yeah, for sure. I mean, JC History, I think, is one of the best features we still have in this game, to be honest. Just being able to actually see what our opponents are doing and react to it a little bit. Alright, we've got Saw, Kyle, SRP, Chirrut, and Baze. With a Chirrut Cron. I mean, I think in the game right now, the biggest thing is if you do take a step away and think, right, I've got other things in my life, coming back into it, it can be rough because it's a really steep return curve, you know? And I know that they've done a few things to try and make that better recently, but it's still a steep curve. Again, I have respect for anyone who comes back because it's like you're sort of saying to yourself, yeah, I fancy it, but it's a tough one. Any stats on this? 115% potency. That's the one. Right, got all the teams on now. So, I can't remember what Staps Omicron does. Does Staps Omicron prevent Wampa? Or does it just make it awkward for Wampa? Yeah, it might make it awkward. I never used DTMG. I kind of like the idea of doing that, just for goof around for a change. If we need the banners, I'll try something a bit more sketchy, as it were, but as it stands, I don't need to crimp on banners. Let's just remove Knight from that, and yeah, let's put Death Trooper in. Ooh, I need to check the Azra. I think we are outspeeding it. I think I looked at it. Yeah, 306. We will fly back. Like, on the horizon. No crit avoid. Health. That will not help you. I mock your health. And I want this Pelt Cron that has attacks out of turn on it. Oh, hang on a minute, I have that. Oh no, I have. Oi. There we go. Double doubting myself. Am I wrong for thinking that Malak could probably still solo this? I don't see anything there like immune to fear. Like, do we have anything with good tenacity? Oddly enough, that. I mean, I'll put that just there temporarily, but alright. I don't need a counter per se for gas, but I want to know what the best defensive banner recovery option is for it. Let's remove that and do that. Okay. See what then? Go for see what. I mean, the goals I set for C myself, they'd be nearly 500 speed. If I can't get 500, I'm okay. But I always try and shoot for 200k health minimum. So 186 is probably on the lower, slightly low end. Not disgraceful, but still room for improvement. Okay, so I've put Cal in there. 87.5. I think as well, when... Let me just get this right. I don't know what the Ray comp was. Sorry, I was reading the... I was focusing on the game when I was talking about all that. But I think with Ray, if Ben's not there, it's okay. If Ben is there, Steve's going to struggle regardless. If it's no Ben, you've probably got a good chance, because I remember Steve versus Ray used to be quite comfortable. Ray, Ben, Rebel Heroes, and Aldo. Yeah, with Ben in there, it gets a little bit messy. Yeah, exactly. I'm not saying you can't do it with Gas or anything like that, but Ben does complicate things for sure. Sorry, with C. If it's worth anything, then the irony isn't lost on me that I probably spend more time planning a GAC than actually doing a GAC. I thought we'll put that out there. Okay. Right, what's got the best armor pen? Next best. I won't go for that. I had a dip on Datacrons coming in, so I can understand it. I feel like I've actually been turned on it a bit since, but initially it was a big turn off, I won't deny that. Maybe try I can do it. We have got a stiff Shaft. Maybe we'll go for that. And then Ray, we've got Queenie. I mean, honestly, I did that. More like this a lot. Alright, what's that? Hey, Inceptor, thank you. I do want to try and sort something out, right, where I can set up a request feature, because I use Apple Music, and from what I can see, not a lot of the bots, they link with Spotify more than Apple Music, so I'm trying to find a way of sort of giving people an option to say, skip track or whatever. There's probably a easy enough way of doing it, I just haven't locked in on it, but I like the idea because I sometimes not listening really to it, it's in the background for me, so it'd be nice if you guys, if you're kind of not vibing with something, you can sort it out. Alright, I'm intrigued about this Hurricane Hondo, so let's start there. Oh, hang on, I didn't click on it. We've gone for a layer. 93% armor pen. Granted, that is a fair chunk of potency there, but that's more of a side effect. I'm hoping that if Hondo's capturing someone at the start, Hal will help whoever gets captured stay in the game. Let's see. No tank makes me scared. Okay, so it's Malicos who got captured. Gonna steal all that Fulcrum, aren't you? Or maybe not. Well, there's the ult. Yeah, feel free to share our codes in the chat for what it's worth, folks. I'd rather people support each other, you know. Let's just do 2 pumps. Oh, 1 pump. Okay, come on. Okay, cool. Ooh. Okay, not nice. Right, hang in there, folks. Hang in there. Hang in there. Hang in there. Fulcrum. Hold in there, Fulcrum. Okay, cool. Let's get you. Alright, I'm feeling better now. Come on. You sneaky son of a gun. Let's just put that over there because I don't like Fulcrum low at this point. It's a shame Mole better bullet. Ooh. Okay, let's won't do much here, but let's just send a strike there. Look, you little Gitly, stop stealing my buffs. I know it's your thing, but come on. Shields up. No worries. No worries. If you haven't seen the Discord link, hop in there. Feel free to share what happened after. Ugh. Time's a bit low, but I still feel okay. There we go, get gone, Vayne. I would have felt much smoother with this if we got Maul, but he died too early and it just slowed us down a bit, but still, we're not using a GL. Can we slow you down? Not enough. Oh, we did. Cool. 72. No worries, Wheezy. Alright, 72. Right, let's go for a non-GL a minute. because I saw the win rates for this and I was like, really? But maybe I'm just being disrespectful to Traya. Honestly, how many bots keep coming into servers at the moment? It's nice to get real people joining. Okay, so damage immunity gone. Hopefully they're going to start killing themselves, though. Oh, hang about. Phone call. Add up. Okay, I'll keep my headphones off so I can hear him. I appreciate it, though. Yeah, try it up. Sure, I'll do it when I go on break. Okay, Simon, try it up. Okay. Got someone coming to do some gardening for us, so I've got to keep my ears open. In fact, I'm not sure, but I might have just heard a car door. So I might have to put this on auto and play to the gods. Yep, someone's at the door. All right. Don't let me down. Right, BRB. Hey! Alright. I will take that. I will take that. I was fearing a loss, so I'll take a 61. Alright. Not great for efficiency, but I will take it. Okay. So I've got the garden. I've got the gardener in. I'm gonna have to keep an eye out in terms of if he needs me, but now I figure it, I should be able to do this. Where are you, Shack? We want the Hera DC. Biggest issue here is if Sortie does damage, but from what I've heard, even at R9, she's not doing much. Or at least not enough to be worried about. So we've got a juggle problem here in terms of we need to get Cal out, but we also need to get around Kenobi. Let's get that off Rey, because I don't like the idea that... Okay, we can't get that off Rey. Let's go like that. That's fine. I won't trigger the damage immunities. I wonder if we can be cheeky and get Cal with this. No, that would have been a bit too cheeky, I think. Maybe get that. Nope. Maybe I'll get something in a minute. There's a DI. She's at her ult, so she won't whirlwind us immediately. I do think I need to get Sortie now, though, because Sortie's providing VIP, which means we haven't got an effective way of hitting Al. Oh, you got Taunt. Let's get rid of that. Okay. This is feeling good so far. Very wary saying that, and immediately a Sortie move could wipe us out or something ridiculous. Don't like that Queenie's blind, but hopefully we can rock it. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, that isn't. Oof. Okay, a few things I didn't like there. Do that for now. Okay. Do that. Oof. Not something I wanted again. I don't like this. Oof. My doggo's just worked out someone's in the backyard. I love her, but she doesn't always realise things. Okay, come on. Wipe Sortie. Okay, that'll do. I need this handmaiden back. There we go. 2 minutes, we're doing good. Certainly better now that we've got the handmaiden back. Right. Still okay. Let's just base it there. And do that. Bit of Daze. Pull you down. We will do that. Oh, Cal is in the open. Can we kill you? Cool. Ooh. Right, just die. Ooh, 65. I've said it before. Even though Queen is a low ball counter to what Ray should be in terms of being a GL, that still feels scary. You know, it's not like an easy auto win. You know, you've got to try and make sure you're playing it the right way. So even if it's sorted, it's still something where you've got to think what you're doing. Similar to this, to be honest. I mean, I am prone to misplays, as you know. And if I ever misplay this, I'm out. I mean, the Kron crit damage, I wanted the crit chance at attacking at a turn. Purely because Spirit will attack at a turn, so if she can crit, that's good. For those of you who don't know the counter, we've got 343 speed on Great Mothers. We've got 342 on Morgan, so 1 speed slower. With Spirit, Accuracy Arrow, I need to roll that arrow to be 6E. And then it's all about, are your Great Mothers and Morgan faster than Ezra? And we're faster even before the Great Mother's speed boost. So we should be okay here, as long as we don't misplay. So first of all, we Linky Dink, or Doom Jensen, then we Bless Spirit. Here we go, we're going to do the special over on Jensen. And we're going to kill Jensen with Morgan. That blinds and gives us Frenzy. We're going to go for Hu Yang next, but we got Dooming properly. Just basic this turn. We can call an assist with Night Trooper. There we go, that's a kill. Doom Sabine. Let's throw the grenade. Bow down. That should take out Sabine. Doom Ezra. And we're going to stun if we can. That'll do. We can't call an assist, but we can at least just hit him. Right, die. There we go. Full auto. Nice and straightforward. I mean, I know Vexatron made this like a big thing in terms of doing videos on it and showcasing it, but even if he was just someone who heard about it and like, how'd you phrase it, explained it, taught people how to use the counter, I still think it's great that this is out here, because Ahsoka is one of those teams, right, that when you've got a counter like this, it feels like a nothing team. You're like, oh yeah, Great Mothers destroys it. But Ahsoka can still be a good team, you know, especially with Ezra in there. I mean, without Ezra, it was useless. So I really do value what this counter is worth, you know? That's why I would feel very awkward putting him on defense. 65. Right. I'm going to run downstairs. I'm going to check on the guys doing the guard and just make sure there are no hiccups or anything. I'm going to run I think it's a 3-minute ad break. And yeah, when I'm back, we will deal with this back wall. So, BRB. Okay, I'm genuinely curious, how long was I away? It felt a while. Alright, hello again. Let's see, can I... 16:25, 4 minutes. It probably wasn't that long. Maybe it was. Alright, the bot thing still isn't working, so we're gonna have to carry on doing things manually. Okay. We've got a new gardener. That's what's gone on. And part of the reason we got a new one is because the old one was not doing some things right, apparently. So I think he wanted me input there just to make sure I was happy. Downside is I'm not a gardening expert, so I'm happy, but I'd probably be happy if it was just normal. My mum needs to give input later. Okay, back in the round. Let's see what this back wall is. We can see a stranger. I'm a little concerned there because I'm not sure I put a stranger counter with me. Naive of me if I haven't. Oh, hang on, this is mine. Right, hang on. Close. Stranger. Mall. Star Killer, Thesis, and Luby. And nice and easy for the Focus Datacron. This one. Palpatine, Mara, Vader Duel's End. Yet again, I'm surprised Pierre keeps getting in these 5s teams. And Royal Guard. And it's an EP Kron. %23% defense. Okay, it's only one. I feel like I got a load of them. Right, so last one, Rebel Fighters. It's Cassian, Luthen, Leia, Valencinta. Alright, so I need a solution to Stranger because I don't feel like I've got an answer right now. That's not available. Yeah, this is not looking good for me. Oh, Sortie. Now, I remember I bought Sortie on offense, but I didn't know what I was doing it for until I saw this. Maybe we could do this just as a warm-up to try and whittle something out. Let me mute my music a minute. Here we go. I'll mute the YouTube version as well. Interceptor, hello there. I picked up Rhoda, yeah. Slacker is on defense this round. So, again, I feel like I've checkmated myself a little bit. I thought I'm going to be smart, and then I'm a little worried I'm going to be a little bit not too smart. Can I find this video? I saw something the other day, and I can't remember exactly what it was. I think Django's on defense. Ooh, Django isn't on defense. Right, we could go for that then. Might need to check the turn order, though. Okay, I feel more confident in Django than I do... what you call it? I feel more confident in Django than I do in Sortie. More people have done that comp. I haven't remodded, that's the issue. Let's put the music back on because I'm not doing that other one. Hey up, Ada, how you doing? Maybe we go with the Django team, so... What are we looking at? It's Bounty Hunters, Django, Forlom, Sarge. Hang on, let me filter. Attacking Omicrons anywhere here? Attack armies. Blued. There we got it. Train under me. Yeah, immediately that tanks the Bounty Hunters. I'm doing alright, how about yourself? Yeah, it drops down to 7.69. Alright, so maybe we're going back to Sortie. Seabane's 34%. Not nice seeing that 25.5% there. But yeah, I don't know if I said I am doing alright myself, Ada. Hopefully you are. Um... Yeah, either way, I have. I mean, I haven't got gas. I mean, that isn't terrible. Granted, Relic 10's there. Have I got Pirate King Hondo? I have. Maybe we give it a go? What was the DC on it? Permeter. Maybe we just go for it with that then. Don't know why, but something tells me I'm probably better going for defense than I am for armor pen. Although saying that, it's got defense as well, so let's go for it. I need to see how this goes before I plan the rest of the wall, because if it results in a cleanup or something, it's going to be messy. So let's get this one out of the way. Kind of mental that this could be a loss, despite the fact that it's quite an expensive team I'm using. My assumption is hard focus Starkiller, and then Visas. Oh wow, that was pretty rough how just healed all that up. Okay, let's remove your turn meter. Yeah, that's not good. Down Strong Vein. Stay strong, Bane. Stay strong. Oh wow, okay, that's some damage. So is that. Right, bam. Yeah, just couldn't get away from Mole. Right, when I was looking at the stats, Sortie was high. Can we weaponize that a little bit? I mean, T3 is really low on here in terms of relics. Alright, let's give this a go. I mean, I'm not full of faith in it, but 40, D3, L3, BB8, and I can find him, Lobot. Why not? Thought he is Relic 6. Why not? Are you telling me I've got to have something outside of, like, these two? Oh, come on. Alright. Let's have a think. Because I've seen Thrawn in these lineups. Let's try putting Thrawn in. And there's one here with Queel. Can't afford R2. Maybe go for 3-pack. Let's just see if we can chip someone out of this. Yeah, I think it'd be safe to say this isn't working. I think Seabane might be my best shot now. If I can't get through this, I've lost the round, haven't I? And again, this would be an own goal. There it is. I just need to get a side out. That way I can then clean up with something. I don't know what, but I'm assuming there will be a cleanup. Right, just link the two attackers. I don't want them actually hitting hard. Right, that was a fair chunk. Can we do that? Oh, we can indeed. Wow, okay. Seabane, I should not have doubted you. If I lose the round based on this, I deserve it in terms of not trusting Seabane. Oh, wow, okay. Master versus Apprentice. Kind of bad though that C could lose this. Or loses this. Alright, I'm going to clean this up with Bad Batch. I think that's fair at this point. Where are they on my list here? There they are. Yeah, let's go for Charukron. Which one is it? The 58% crit damage. Yeah, that'd be it. I know there's a massive delta against us, but I'm thinking hopefully we can just weaponize our kit against it. Okay, not nice. There we go, 30. My doggo's barking, but I'm just gonna let her get on with it. I don't think it's anything serious, she's just sort of in a barking mood. Right. I feel like I need to organise this still. I was just about to pen in JMK there, but do I need to rethink it because of this? Satil can do that. Okay. I'm fine doing that. Okay. Still need to figure a gas counter out. Not the biggest of headaches, but still, you want to do the right thing. Ooh, we got Jab Jab. And JML. Wow. Let's go Jab Jab. Okay. Let's do that. Was this song in Guardians of the Galaxy 3? I feel like I heard that in that. I haven't seen that film since the cinema, but it just sounds like something that would be in it. Okay, nice. Great tanking there, Roll Guard. Order 66. Not that Kron, that Kron. I don't know if this is the right call, but I'm thinking let's just get rid of Center nice and early. Past that there, get rid of the Undermine. If Revan could take a turn, that would be very nice. Go on, get rid of that, get rid of any of that. Nice little stun. Oh, can't we mass assist on Cassian? Come on, let's go for the summon then. Alright, I feel like I need a kit diagnosis. Why is Cassian only taking 1 damage? Alright, I'm just going to put this on full auto a minute. Swagger GG, let me have a look at Cassian's kick, because I'm genuinely curious, is this a bug or is this design? Full out is a rebel fighter, as Cassian takes only 1 damage from attacks unless he is critically hit during that turn. Why is he... Why can't we crit him? Bleats are not fun, I will agree. It's where I'm so glad that I got them out of the way. Because once you get them out of the way, you just need to keep up. But I agree. Not fun when you're chasing them. Is it because he hasn't got vulnerable that we can't crit him? Like, you can only crit him if he's got vulnerable. There we go, there we go. He took a turn, he got vulnerable, and then, yeah, okay, that's fine. Alright, hopefully we can start recovering, well, I say recovering banners, doing better with our banners. So, let's start with GG. I feel like I've rarely to never use DTMG, so it's going to be quite fun for me to just have an opportunity to use this team. Yeah, it's this one. Relic 8 DDK, by the way. Oh, sorry, Relic 6. Sorry, my eyes were playing games. Yeah, Relic 6. Alright, let's go there, I guess. Can't see my mouse. There we go. It's basic. Yeah, basic. Wow. Seriously, I feel like if DTMG can, without specific Datacron can beat you, you're not worth being on defense. Yeah, clean 65. You're going to do Leia after JML? Yeah, that makes complete sense. I mean, I really like that crossover. I mean, I think I might have actually done that. I might have gone from JML to Leia, because when I was first getting GLs, I was so slow. I wish I could actually say what my complete path was, but it's only when Lightspeed bundles came in, I really started pushing for new characters. Before that, I was really off meta. Right, let's mark you. Alright, nice to get the leader. Hello, Luke, how you doing? Right, 65. A little bit overkill here, but who's counting? That sounds very nice. I'm just trying to think, what am I, mighty? Oh yeah, I'm having chicken and salad, I think. Oh no, chicken and pasta. Yours sounds a lot more sexy. You know, chicken, do you want it with a curry or pasta? Yeah, it's alright. I mean, I feel like I'm chickened out at the moment. I had Monday and Tuesday, so I'm like... I think we had sausage yesterday, so I feel like I'm going around some weird butcher's aisle describing it. So just sit down while you gas. Just hit this contract. There we go. Okay. Jab's got his ult. I think we hold on to the ult for a minute. See if we can get fives out without ulting. There we go. We're not trying to kill. We're going to let Jab do the kill. Oh! I did click the wrong one. I thought we were on Jab. There we go. Oh, honestly, I was doing that just a little bit excited that I got the win, and I see Gas still standing. I'm like, what are you doing here? I thought you're dead. CG, don't change your glitches. Nothing I like more than a mini heart attack that I've done something wrong. Okay. Malik. Fancy 70% tenacity, Malik? 179. That'll do, won't it? Okay. Shall we give JKA a smack? I mean, protection disruption on the dude without protection, it's like, okay. Stun's kind of irksome. I've got no idea. Very peculiar. Can't help but think I might need to go for Shaq if she's going to keep hiding Malik, though. Okay, a bit of, yeah. I say, you keep getting fear on yourself. Is it mad that right now I'm thinking to myself, maybe this was easier when GK was in the team? Alright, come on, you're in the rad. Oh, you little swine. This is just irritating as much as anything. Shaq will protect anyone who I actually do drop down on, so I need to get rid of her. But at the moment, I'm struggling to put the numbers up. I'm being dodged. Come on. Oh. That's it, shocker. Maybe I'd be better keeping the fear on her. Right, die. Cool. Okay. We can work on gas now. Not gas, sorry, JK. I don't see JK that often now. I feel like I just say gas whenever I see an Anakin. Maybe it's I've got an Anakinism about me. Where did the Anakin hurt you? There we go. Get in there. D, why are you barking? I think she's on alert because she knows Mum isn't here, so she's like, where's Mummy? She's normally like cuddled up by her side if she isn't with me, so she's probably wondering where the hell she's gone. I know we're running low on time, but I still feel alright. It's just timing this. Oh, you sneaky son of a gun with that. That's a heal, yeah. There we go, drain. Alright, full auto. I'm going to trust the AI to do the rest. Only so much Yoda can do on his own now. There we go. 4 minutes 30, but it was a 69. It's what we needed. Well, one of the things we needed. Ooh, they have gone slightly meta. Leviathan and Profunti on defense. You see, I don't know what their reinforcements are, but I'm thinking we just play this safe surely and go like the Fleet Arena team, as it were. Bring in Reaper. It is scary, I'll agree. Let's do that. Because I do have something where sometimes their Leviathan doesn't use the first special. So Scimitar doesn't die on impact, on intro. When that happens, that is really scary. Also, it'd be nice if this hangs around. Trouble is we lose our taunt soon, I think. There we go. We should be alright. Ideally, Reaper doesn't die, though. Okay, we've got the speed. Okay, so we can do that with theirs now. There's their Scimitar. Let's reinforce and get rid of that tank. That way, worst case scenario, we can hit who we want. I think we'll be okay. There we go. You know, right now, one drop battle feels terrible. I mean, I dropped, what, 3 times on that Mole? It's not Mole Stranger. So, it might have been 4 times. So, I feel dead and buried with that. But I've got to have hope that my opponent doesn't expect something I've placed. Trouble is, by the fact I struggled, they might know what I've used. That idea of being able to reverse engineer someone's offense by what they've attacked your defense with. Just need a refresher. What is the line up here? I have seen it recently, but I've just forgotten it. Here we go. Ray Falcon. It's Emperor Shuttle and TIE Bomber. Then Comeuppance, Poe, Resistance, and Bomber. Okay. They had a heavily offense modded Lord Vader, and your Bane didn't survive long enough. Quite an interesting way of modding that, to be honest. I think... I know for myself, I feel like I always lean towards protection. Just try and make him tankier, you know. I can understand that catching someone out is my point. Wow. That is quite impressive. You know, obviously not nice for you, but impressive. All right, let's hope this does a trick. Oh, nearly. Can we go over there? Oh, holy counter. $71. Off meta counter, I'm alright with that. Oh yeah, I think Arnold demonstrated this ages ago, and it's one that I saw it and I was like, you know what? This is me. This is a bit of me. I prefer that 1,000 times more than Malevolence, let's say it like that. Don't need anything else, so let's go. It's essentially, can you get Ray to do one big AoE? Kind of want to build up my Ray tunes, well, the Millennium Falcon tunes, just to make the AoE harder. Just so low on the priority list. Let's get that way. Just realised there's no Raven's Claw here. Still no Raven's Claw. You ever get the feeling someone doesn't know what they're doing? Easy for me to say when I've dropped on the back wall like I did, but still, it feels very unusual what we're seeing. That's annoying. There we go. Have we got the flyby? Yep, that's up to 94%. Hopefully a little bit more with the assist and the attack. I say, hang in there, Y-Wing. There we go. Go on, just send it in. Attack as much as you want. All right. $75, $71, $77. I feel like not perfect, but we're above 70 on all of them. So 18-15 score. You see, I get worried because I think to myself, we've had 1870 mentioned today, and that was like someone who sounded they were doing an uber efficient run in Kyber 3. And I'm like, 1815 is not efficient. Not bad, but it's not efficient. Like, I said it a while ago, I felt at one point 1800 was a good score. Now it feels like 1830 is like a good score. So 1815, I'm just below it. Yeah, not knocking anyone else's score, just to be clear. That's not me saying, oh, you got 1821, that sucks. But, you know, just my gut feeling, you know, like in the sense of at 1830 plus, I feel, okay, I've probably got a good chance here. Whereas at 1815, I'm like, it all depends what my opponent does. Yeah, I thought I'd just point that out with the timing. But yeah, I'm just gotta hope that there are a few trips here, because I've changed my Ray comp. Hopefully the Zalbar interaction throws a spanner in the works. I mean, I don't know if Bandor Chewie's going to do much. I mean, I like Bandor Chewie, but I don't know if he's going to do anything. Hang on, what was the mods then? Oh, you need a remod, man. You've got too much action for my liking as well. But yeah, Big Z, I took him to Relic 6. Oh, wow, you've got crit damage on you. You need a remod as well, then. So yeah, fingers crossed it'll do something, but based on that modding, I'm not holding out much hope. Ooh, try again. Yeah, Bo-Katan, I never place Bo-Katan on defense, so maybe it'll catch someone out a bit like, oh, you know, what do I do here? Inquisitors, with the Kron and with Inquisitor Barris in there, I think maybe it'll catch someone out. Maybe not, but still. Darth Vader Duel's End, I just think it's one of those teams where you need to throw a certain thing at it right now, so if people don't choose wisely, it could bite them in the bum. And the big thing for me, I put both Slacker and Leia at the back. Slacker is nearly always on offense for me. And this season, I have had Leia on the front wall, but the fact I moved her off the front, maybe people will think I've taken her on offense. So they might be expecting something completely different there. Maybe you're expecting Hondo. I haven't done that. So I'm hoping that will cause some issues, but we'll see. I kind of get what you mean. I know for myself, I feel like I have a sense of clarity over it because I've actually removed a lot of my favourites. I did have more, but I'm like, you know what? I'm working on one relic character, so I'm bumping Chrysanthemum from 8 to 9 right now. I've got the current release, so that's Cobb, although Leia Jedi Train's there for the future. And then I've got my Shard farm, which is Dedra. So I feel like I've narrowed it down a lot. Even though I know I've got loads more things to do, I'm just trying to keep it narrow in my mind in the sense of, right, I'm bumping up a character so that a team's bumped up, you know, and I still can't believe that RNG we had before. That just sucked. Can I get a bit of RNG blessing that we get this one sim to give us one shard? Thank you. That was unwarranted before, so I thank you for that game. Right, R9 Chrysanthemum. Never heard this version of the song, but I like it. Alright, I haven't remodded since I did the raid. How many do I need? 100 blues, lovely. 1 droid brain, 35 arrows, 35 impulse detectors, 22 Zimbindles, and 29 electroconductiums. Not a lot. Oh, hang on, before we go. Honestly, this question got mentioned yesterday by Sam. I don't know if he's looking in chat still, but my gut's saying not really. They're still a good team, so if you, like, stumble upon them somehow, it's not bad going in that direction. But I know for myself, I wouldn't push them. I think if you're talking about the raid, there are much better options to go for in terms of long-term value. In GAC, they can do things, but they aren't special at anything. So, like, at one point they were taking out Queen, and I was like, ooh, that's actually quite good. But that viability's kind of gone down a bit. And it might just be to do with relics. You know, I've got a relic 5 Bad Batch, and they're all usually relic 9, so it's hard Delta to overcome. I would love it if there was something that came out that really showcased them well, but I'm not sold on it. I'm doing this, by the way. I don't know if full auto basic's the best approach here. But yeah, I lost track of what we've done about. So, personally for the raid, you've got the pirates, so you could argue that 2 full pirate teams are better than the Bad Batch. A Caloran team, a Mace team, and then Tarkin clones. That's five groups if I've just counted right. Arguably, they're all better than going down the Bad Batch route. like I say, PvP, PvE, they're not as strong as I think other teams that I've just listed are. I did just see a headline, I won't just reread it. Pubs to stay open until 5 AM on Monday for England's World Cup match with Mexico. That makes national news, the idea that people can stay in the pubs to get drunk. Sunday's my recording day, right? I do my Marvel Snap videos on a Sunday and other stuff at times as well. And I can't help but think to myself, yeah, I'm just going to get all that done in the afternoon, then I'll stay up and watch the match. I only go pub watch it, I might as well just sit on my sofa. That's it, Rota, come on. Just keep throwing them things at him. Exactly, I mean, I feel like with the hot weather we've had in the UK, I feel like I'm actually running out of cold beverages. You know, like I was drinking this blueberry vodka last night that my friend sent me for my birthday. And very nice, but very easy to neck down, I'll be honest. But it's one of those where I'm like, you know, I realise how much of the bottle has gone since my birthday, and I'm like, geez, it's been hot weather, hasn't it? Are we not critting? I was going to say we're not critting because we're down below a threshold. It must be a bit of a weird thing for CG. They must think, did we mean to make Rota so good? The fact that Auto Basic can beat the Colosseum bosses. And the laughable thing is I'm only ranked 106. It's like everyone else is just chilling. Like, yeah, I'm a high rank. Why would I be worried about this? I've got no idea if I should switch targets or anything here. Full auto. Yeah, it's... I did catch Arnold's video on it yesterday. I think he did Hook Cartel and got a higher score, but... yeah, it's one of those that's like... oh. I think Rota will be fun in PvP when we get him. I mean, there's a bit of me thinks he might need to be nerfed a touch. You know, I can't say I particularly like the idea of him going in to face Lord Vader and soloing. You know, it makes you look and go, is my GL just been completely neutered? Plus all those other Relic 9s I've put on him. Then again, if he didn't get nerfed, he would probably be an easy Relic 10 choice. You know, just give him a delta so that he overpowers whatever he's facing. Bish bash bosh. Ooh. Ouch. Yeah, the stuns aren't nice. We're hanging in, but I think we're dead. Didn't even finish the sentence. All right, what's our score? 68,000. All right, we've dropped down the ranks a little bit. We're now getting 600 for a score today. I think I'll leave it at that. I don't need to push too hard. And from what I can gather, we're not going to really be able to push Rota any higher because these Doohickeys, you only really get them from buying things or maybe the marquee event, but... These? No. Maybe them? No. So is it further in? Doesn't look like them. Was it a first time reward and I missed it? Either way. Oh, hang on, are they purple? Oh, right, I didn't realise they were the purples. Yeah, they were on this tier here, weren't they? Damn. They need the 7 stars to be able to start upgrading that. Yikes. And at pound to a penny, it's the same there. So yeah, my gut is telling me we're going to be left with Rota at gear 12. Which is what they said we'd get free to play, but it would have been nice if there were some resources left over to push them higher. Let's get that to 95 so it's level with the others. Shall we do Zeb? Just for the fact Zeb's the tank. Give him a few extra stats. Oh, he's 97 or 95 even. Gear 10, damn. Hopefully we can push them all up to gear 12 minimum, because I will be annoyed if they haven't given us the minimum gear 12 when that was what they said we would get. Alright. My gut is saying we call time here. I've been on for 3 hours, which is a bit longer than I thought it was. So let's just see who's online, see if we can do a raid. Alright. RSG's on, so let's go there. Looks like they're in the middle of their GAC, so good start. Let's get the raid launched. Wonprat, thank you very much for the raid. Luke, thank you very much. I'll be back tomorrow evening, just checking my dates and times. So yeah, fingers crossed we don't... If we have to lose this round, hopefully it's not too bad a loss. Let's just phrase it that way. But it'd be nice if we go into tomorrow with a win, so check back tomorrow, see if I did. And yeah, until then folks, good rest of your day, and goodbye for now. Here we go.